once again on a beautiful, beautiful Friday. It is sunny today, but it is still cold. So we are excited that we see the sun
10
with
degrees and it's still cold.
with the weather that we're experiencing the past 2 weeks. I guess Sana, we're grateful. We're grateful that the sun is out. Yeah, it is 18 minutes past 10 o'clock, and you are still tuned in to HopeAlive radio station with the talk queens, your worthy aunt and Mrs. A.
Yeah.
And if you have just joined us, it's about that time when we're having some youth blast conversations. And we did tell you earlier on that we are having a gentleman in the studio. He is here. He is looking so serious.
I'm maintaining my composure.
Did you get that? This is a youth blast segment, so we need all the youth energy, and we're having a great. After all, it's a Friday, kaloko. It's a Friday. So yeah, we do have in the studio Lebohang David Molapo, such a great role model in our community and serves to inspire young and motivate young people. So if you're a young person, tell another young person to come here and let's gather and have some conversation. Yep. Good morning, Lebo. Welcome to the talk.
Good morning, ma'am. By the way, my name is Lebohang Molapo.
Yes, Lebohang.
Yes, Lebohang with H.
It's not Lebohang.
No, it's
Lebohang.
Yes.
Lebohang.
Amazing.
Is it a difference because you're a gentleman, you're a guy? The ladies have got a hang, and then the gentlemen.
No, it's by language. How le Motswana, it's Lebohang.
Okay.
How le Mosotho, it's
Lebohang.
Lebohang. Like to say, Kya leboha.
All right.
That's Kya leboha.
I get it. Guess who's learning today? Shout out to your wealthy aunt. So yeah, we've got Lebohang today in the studio who's going to be talking to us about the great things that he's doing to his community. He's also a multi-award winning entrepreneur, and I don't know, you use that word. Me in English this week. Philanthropist. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Gets twisting there.
Especially this week, exhaustic yesterday. But thank you so much, Lebohang, for joining us. We really, really appreciate you. So the segment that you're in, like I said, it's called a Youth Plus Friday, the way we talk about everything related to young people. And there you are today. You're about to tell us your story, your journey, and every good thing that you're doing for the community. Wow, shout out to that.
Thank you very much.
He's got a dishwashing liquid soap in front of him. We're going to be talking about that as well later on. Yeah. But go deeper to your listeners and tell us the journey of you deciding to be an entrepreneur as a young person and being where you are right now.
Okay, yeah, so as Lebohang, I was born in Carltonville. Probably you know it. It's in a West Rand. So I was born in Carltonville. I did my primary in Carltonville and high school. So I finished my matric in 2015. So like after that, I really didn't have a strong passion to go for university and things like that because I was always an active person. So that like my parents, they don't get too worried about me. I started going to my previous high school to go and motivate whenever they have exams and stuff like that. So that is how the foundation came about that. Because from there, they were like, no, we see what you are doing and like, we love it. So why don't we do it often? And then from there, since like Carltonville, it is based where the mines are, like Anglo Gold. Okay, the biggest mines. Yes, I was saying not to mention that. The biggest mines in South Africa, they're in Carltonville, by the way. So there was that time where like a lot of mines, they were shutting down, there were high unemployment and stuff like that. So because like I was at Wits, me coming to Johannesburg and seeing like a lot of my friends, they are familiar with youth expos and stuff like that. When I go back to Carltonville, I never attended any youth expo when I was still in school. So I was like, even if we can take this thing and then implement it in my township, that is how our youth expo initiative as Molapo Foundation came about. So we're like, okay, we're gonna start a youth expo. 2017, we registered Molapo Foundation with my brother, Mohau, in which like he serves as the CEO of the organization.
Okay.
And then like from there, we really got a recognition like that we didn't even expect. Like we went on our first year, we won the award by Ekurhuleni 100 Shining Stars. I remember Mr. Mzwandile Masina was still the premier.
Okay.
And then from there we won the Mail and Guardian 200 Young South African. We went to participate on the Gibbs Festival of Ideas. Like a lot. So like from there we went on to build. Fast forward 2 years ago, hopefully you know Mr. Colin Mashawana. Like he saw the work that we're doing, like no, Molapo, I would like to mentor you, come and work with me. And then like, so like currently now I serve as the ambassador for the Colin Mashawana Foundation.
Beautiful.
Yes, we do work all around South Africa. For Mandela Day, we were in Hammanskraal. We donated a borehole. We donated food parcels and blankets to old people. And then like there's also a program that we are doing in KZN where like, we have pledged to build 80 houses for people who are affected by the floods. So up to date, there are about 11 built and handed over. So like we are left with
Still
69.
counting to 80.
Yeah.
Yo,
That is an amazing job that you're doing.
that is absolutely amazing. I mean, the awards and the recognitions that you have received say a lot about you. 100 Ekurhuleni Shining Star Awards, 100 South African Shining Stars Awards, Garden Institute of Business Science, Festival of Ideas, Mail and Guidance, 200 Young South Africans. It's you absolutely doing something that is really great. I always tell people that do such great work like you're doing, which it might seem like it's a drop into an ocean, but trust me, if that drop was not there, if millions of drops were not there, then we wouldn't have an ocean. It takes a drop once. It takes what is seemingly like a drop, and at the end of the one day we'll come here and testify another greatness when we've got a beautiful ocean of South Africa that we don't have any underprivileged scenarios in our lives. You spoke about Youth Expo, you know, what that you once started as well. What exactly was happening in the expo? I know we've got career guidance expos, we've got a lot of expos. In that Youth Expo, what exactly do you do in that expo?
Okay, what amazes me is that like when we started this thing, we thought, okay, it's gonna be a simple thing. We're gonna go there and help learners to. We're gonna give them information. We come with prospectors from different universities. We help them how to calculate APS scores and stuff like that, and help them to register online. But what we got also, it was that like a lot of matrix, they don't know what to do. They're not exposed to a lot of careers. Like for an example, the career that you are exposed with, I got to learn that like it has to do with your environment. Where I come from, because like there are a lot of mining companies, everyone wanna go to mine.
Yet they can explore their minds and do other things.
So for us, like we got to realize that like you are doing metric. A lot of learners like now, I say it as a fact because like we've been doing this thing for more than 7 years, is that like a lot of metrics, they don't have email accounts. So we talk to them to be like, but like how will you expect to apply for NSFAS or for UJ if you don't have an email account, because they won't WhatsApp you. So like we help them to start to create email account, professional ones, not lebcity@gmail.com. No, professional.
call me pearls at yahoo.com.
No, like we always tell them to say professional account. So like Lebohang Molapo @gmail.com. The professional ones. So we help them also to register for varsities, how to calculate APS score, because we learn that they change every year and stuff like that. So that is basically what we do. We not only bring the information, but like we also help them to say like how can we help you to register.
It's absolutely something very beautiful what you are doing there, especially the one where you say, you know what, I know all you know knew in your life from grade 1 to grade 7, it's mining. And that's something that also affected me as a young person, because I was surrounded to certain teaching or nursing, that's all it is in life. That's where I should also go. That time is not even passionate about that particular thing, but because it's all that I knew,
and
you know,
our
and
parents,
unfortunately,
they also be like, no,
this
nursing,
is where you're going,
you're gonna have
teaching.
money.
And unfortunately, in my case, we didn't have career expos back then, so I ended up, you know, doing something that I was not really loving. That's why I dropped out, and I was like, no, man, there must be something that I can do, because I don't feel this. I don't want to be going there into nursing and Jovan because we get that.
Yes,
One thing that we should understand with our careers, sometimes it could be our calling.
Yes,
you know, we are called.
You must do what you love, because your work is gonna occupy 90% of your life.
Come on.
So you're gonna be miserable if you're doing what you don't like. So it's important that, like, at least you do something that you have a passion for, something that in which, like, you can be able to go an extra mile. Because if you don't like, you'll always be miserable.
Exactly.
When you have to wake up, it's cold, and then there's load shedding. You'll be like, oh my God. So when you love it, at least, like, work is work. Like, come on. Sometimes you wake up, be like, oh my God, why do I have to? But, like, when you have passion for it, you're gonna enjoy it.
You're gonna enjoy it. So shout out to that Molapo Foundations for doing such an amazing things, especially to kids that are not exposed to certain things, you know, and just helping them choose the right career that they are passionate about. We are talking to Lebohang here in the studio on a Youth Blast Friday. It's 29 minutes past 10 o'clock. Remember, you can connect with us through our WhatsApp line, which is 083. I almost said the old one. Hey. I'm always confused with the new one, but I'm trying to get it here. It's 08. Hi, Bo. 083-374-8962. That's the number where you can actually send us a text and let's engage. If you've got any questions, if you're a young person, let's engage and let's have some conversation. Let's go to music. When we come back, he's still here in the studio. He's still here with us. We're still going to continue with the conversation. Stay tuned.